So how do you find those products on ad library? Is there certain keywords, a certain structure, filters? What do you use to find winning products on ad library?
Come on now.
A little bit.
This is my sauce right here. Now, I coined the term the rabbit hole method. Now, before I hopped on YouTube and said this, I'm pretty sure no one said it, but I also made it up, so it's my term now. I call it the rabbit hole method, and it's pretty much going on Facebook. And I remember back then, keywords used to be so simple, bro. Search up shop now, 50% off, free shipping. You can scroll for 30 minutes, and you'll find something. Now, since we realized that a lot of dropshippers aren't using those keywords anymore, they're going to have to say something about their product, right? So let's just say I'm trying to sell a golf swing or whatever. I don't play golf, whatever, the golf thing, right? Let's just say you're selling that. You're going to have to say something. You're going to have to say golf course, golf cart, swing. I don't know what terms that golf people use, but terms that they use. It's impossible to sell a golf club. That's what it's called, golf club. There you go. It's impossible to sell a golf club without saying the words golf club or something related to golf. So that means if you had their keyword, you're going to find their product eventually if you scroll.
So you're looking up keywords in the niches.
Exactly.
Like, what do you look up, like makeup? Or what do you look at? What would be like examples of things that you would look up?
No, I'm glad you brought that up because I think at the same time, the reason why the rabbit hole method works is that you don't just grab keywords that you think and you make up in your mind. Makeup, get it? Make up in your mind. Shit, yeah. Play on words. But let's just say like makeup, for example. There's going to be so many other things that describe makeup without the actual word makeup. So if I sell a makeup product, I might not use the word makeup in my ad copy, but I might say 100% blush. By the way, I don't know anything about makeup, but let's just say like 100% blush or whatever keywords they use for makeup specifically. And that's where you find it on Facebook Ads Library. And the rabbit hole method is pretty much searching a keyword, go to the ad library, find like 10 other keywords on there that's currently active on the ad library, search up again another tab, search it up again another tab, and you kind of go from different niches. So yeah.
How do you know if it's actually working?
All right, there we go. So this is what I personally use, and there's a lot of nuances and variables to this, but to keep it short, we try to find recent and scaling products. That's pretty much it. Recent meaning, I would say 4 weeks and less. The reason why, now people always ask me, oh, Andrew, like, why 4 weeks and less? Like, if this guy's scaling a product since January and it's clearly working for him and he's doing 10K a day, we can take a piece of the pie. I'm like, while that analogy might be true, at the end of the day, though, if there was a pizza store on your block for 10 years straight, are you going to try to compete with that pizza store? Probably not. Or whatever, Domino's or Pizza Hut. You're not going to compete with them. It is true that Domino's and Pizza Hut bring in millions of revenue per day, but they already dominate the space. So, but then if a new pizza store like showed up like last week on your block, right? And they're like a new concept, like pepperoni with mushroom. Okay, that's not a new concept. Sorry. Let's just say
something different.
Yeah, matcha sushi
pizza.
And you're like, and they're popping off. Now you have an opportunity because that market is untapped, right? So, I mean, there's a lot of other things too, because obviously Facebook auction system, they're gonna value the guy that's been there for 10 months over you. But to be honest, the actual thing I realized is for my own stores, when I actually launched my own stores, the first 1 or 2 weeks of launching it, I get like 10 competitors, let's just say. I would say a good amount of them would actually scale with me, like 30% or 50% of the competitors will scale with me. After the 4 week mark, I might get like 30 competitors. But guess what? Almost none of them will scale with me. So I see them myself. And once you learn that from your own stores and you realize after the 3 or 4 week mark that no other competitors are able to scale with you, why would I copy another product after 3 or 4 weeks when I realized that for myself?
So you're saying the earliest to the party always wins in the in the dropshipping space.
For sure. I mean, you can definitely make it work out there. Don't get me wrong. I know there's so many nuances out there. Like, oh, bro, but I tested a product a year ago and it still works now. I'm sure, but
you're saying you're giving yourself a better shot.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly. Cool. Yeah. If you're recent and don't forget scaling. Just because they're recent doesn't mean anything. They can be recent, but they can be testing a bunch of different angles. So here's another thing. So what I've seen when I say recent and scaling, people look at someone else's Facebook ads library page, right? And they're like, yeah, this guy is definitely recent and scaling. And I'm like, okay, how are they scaling? They've been testing so many ads within the last few days or the last month or so. And I'm like, okay, cool. But have you looked into the ads? And then they look into it. And some ad is targeting moms. Some ads targeting grandmas. Some ads are targeting dog owners. And then they're like, yeah, see, so they're definitely making it work. And I'm like, no, because they're testing different audiences. If you had one winning audience, you would double down that audience. And then maybe 10% of your ads are meant for grandmas or dogs or whatever, right? If it works for a mom audience, 90% of your ads should be towards a mom audience.
That's actually very interesting. I guess it's a little harder to know if someone's really scaling.
Yeah.
I mean, there's tools like Get Hooked or all these spy tools that you can see how many ads they're running, how long they've been running, and how many angles they're actually running. But I guess like the more you're in the space of dropshipping, you kind of know if someone's scaling just based off like
for sure
how their creatives look, how their website looks, how cool, the margins are, and the product is. You can kind of use your own head a little bit as well.